Hello and welcome. This is Darius Torana, and we are on Valheim. So I have played this game a little bit. I've gotten up to like having bronze weapons and stuff, but I haven't. And I've only beaten one boss, so it's basically going to be going into it new. The other kind of neat thing is these worlds are procedurally generated, so everyone is different. So this is our friend Hugin. He is going to be helping us on our journey. He says he's sent here to guide us on our travels. The megaliths surrounding are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. So at the beginning, he has a lot to say. He does start to have a lot less to say. These magical stones are scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to defeat him. So to defeat him, you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting. Wow, he's literally right there. That's crazy. That's kind of funny. Like, where is that? It's like, if you walk over here. There he is, right there. Dang. Uh-oh. Come here, Grayling. So, unlike most survival games, you don't actually have to eat and drink in this game. What eating and drinking does is it is going to give you the ability to have more health and stamina. So we found one of the summoning places for the Forsaken. Be wary, the Forsaken are not easy prey, so craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. Alright, let's head back to the other stones. Before we really do anything, pick up a couple of rocks. And this branch. There we go. So my first order of business is I'm going to try and get a stone axe so that I can have easier access to trees. Get that. I need 2 more wood. What's up, Keegan? Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you'll have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick things up, it will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Munin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. Indeed, you can. Also, it's really rude to call your brother lesser. These little trees can be punched. Unlike, most survival games. You can't just go punch the big trees, you have to actually punch the little ones first. The big ones require some form of axes and such. Alright. So I now have a torch and an axe. Let's go ahead and we'll chop down this tree. We're going to come to this side, because in this game, trees fall when they are finished chopping down instead of just breaking into a million pieces. And they deal a lot of damage. So that's like one of the early game hardships is falling trees. got the resin now. There we go. So as you can see, you gain experience through like doing actions. So like if I want to get better at jumping, I just have to sit here and jump. So now my jump is now 2. What does this runestone say? I was Astrid, shield maiden of the forest. I know nothing of my life before I came, but my arm remembers a sword. My eyes see the course of the arrow. Now the raven guides me, and I fight the great beasts in Odin's name. Alright. Okay. So we're just gathering up some wood. And then, the next order of business is going to be getting a shelter together. So we need to build a hammer. To do that, I'm going to need 2 more stone. So let's go, or 1 more stone. Let's go find another stone. In my other playthrough, it was so hard to find stone. I don't know why. I could find flint for days, but I could not for the life of me find any stone. So far, this one, like, it took me forever just to get an axe. Like this one, these bigger bigger rocks are stones. The smaller, thinner ones are flint, which is also important. Just not yet. Alright, so we want the hammer. Oops. And I guess we'll put together a club. Okay. Ranks hidings. With this tool, you will raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start building a workbench, and this will enable you to construct other things. Alright, so we're going to start off with the workbench then. Build it probably over here. I want to find a fairly flat spot. You can later on do stuff to make the area flatter. You hit R to just kind of put your current tool away, and it puts it like on your back for easy retrieval. Something else to say to me. I found a snack. Consume it to improve my health and stamina. Beware, though, that before long you will grow hungry again, so try to always keep a couple different meals ready. So now my maximum health is improved by 7, and it also gives me a slow health regen, and my maximum stamina is improved by these pigs are ridiculous. I'm gonna try to sneak up on him. Oh, there's 2 of them. Crap. If they hit you in the butt when you're low level, or like low health and stuff, they'll just annihilate you, even if you're at max. Alright, I think this area right here looks pretty good. So let's see if I can build. There we go. Okay. So, now I have this crafting bench. It's going to allow me to craft complex items, as well as giving me access to more building pieces to construct with the hammer. So, with the hammer equipped, now I have all of these different buildings I can build. I can build some furniture. I can build fire. But the other thing is, if you walk up to it, it says use. You cannot use it without a roof. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a really rudimentary building around it. So just a couple of walls in there. That and Nope, any more wood. So basically, once I have this little building constructed, then I will be able to use it to repair items and repair, you know, my armor and all that good stuff. So and I want to get my first shelter built up before nightfall, because it'll allow me to actually sleep through the night. It'll give me a rested bonus, which is nice. But the other thing that it'll do is it'll make it so in the night bad stuff spawns more often. So I want to try to be able to get my first shelter built up before nighttime comes. Building in this game takes a little bit to get used to, but once you do get used to it, it is actually pretty simple. I say it, but I can't get this to snap right. There we go. Alright. I want that. Oh, I put the wrong things on. Well, I'll just do this one. I don't like using the steep slope because then you can't walk on the roof. But that's just me. One of the tricks I've learned is if you aim what you're trying to build at the corner, it'll a lot of times do it. So, alright. Now, I can repair. Repairing does not cost anything, so that's super cool. So the next thing I want to do, I want to get my, whatchamacallit, I want to get a bed down and a fire. So I'm going to need to basically build out that shelter a little bit more. Probably put a door in there. I know it doesn't have a floor yet. I'm not worrying about that at the moment. This is just going to be a super temporary thing. I don't know why I'm wasting my torch. This is just going to be a super temporary thing. You have to have... actually, I might be able to... if you hit the middle mouse button, it will allow you to break stuff, and if it's at full health, you get everything back. And honestly, I've never not gotten everything back, so let me see if yep, I can use it, which means that I should be able to just put down a bed in this side. Alright, what's up, Hugin? Sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling fresh and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. It's good practice to always keep some spare equipment if something unfortunate would happen to you while exploring. Alright, so to sleep you do need a fire. So I'm gonna put the campfire there. Fires do need ventilation, so if you're gonna only have a one-story building, have the really tall roofs like this, because you do want the fire like protected, because if it starts raining, the fire's going to go out. Obviously, I don't have the fire protected right now, and that's pretty stupid. I don't know why I built it there. So we're just going to build right here, and as you can see, the smoke is going to start gathering up there. But, I mean, this is obviously pretty well ventilated. So if this was all closed down, though, then it would start to cause an issue. But now we have our first little rudimentary building. Let me do this now. Alright, so what that will allow me to do is cook meat on the fire. I killed a couple things. Those graylings do not give meat, they give resin, which allows you to craft things that require fire. But the boars gave me food. There's also the deer around that will give you food, and then these little lizard things called necks. Those also give food. Alright, so that gives me plus 30 health and plus 10 stamina. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to see what I need for a crude bow. So I need 8 more leather straps, or 6 more leather straps, and I need wood. So, first we'll go ahead and cut down that tree, but I don't remember fully breaking it. I don't know where I put the rest of the tree though. So, it is getting dark. You can tell because of the color changes in the scenery and everything. So, I'm not going to want to stray too far from the base. But I want to go out and see if I can find some more boar. So I would like to get up my bow as soon as possible. Because once I get that bow up and running, it's going to be way easier to hunt. And I'll be able to get some deer meat, which gives me plus 25 more to my health pool. So, yeah. I'm not seeing any boar, though. Oh, and you can see on your mini-map where your bed is. That's telling me that I need to refill my food. Sometimes boar can be a little hard to find, which is frustrating. If you want to find necks, they are usually around the water. I'm not seeing any necks either. So what I might have to do... Oh, wait, there's a boar. Oh, boars are scared of fire. Alright, and once it says you feel cold like that, that means that it's nighttime. And it is time to go to bed. When the temperature drops at night, or if you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best option when this happens. Thank you, Huey. I just need to remember where I put my house. Oh, there I am. Alright, so we're just going to lay down. You cannot rest if there are enemies directly near you. You sleep in fits and fretful dreams. The weight of the nightmare heavily on your chest. When morning comes, you greet it with relief. Your comfort level gives you a rested bonus, which increases your health and stamina regeneration. It also, if you sleep, it will speed up any production you have going on. So that's pretty useful. Alright, so back out here, we are going to be exploring around looking for some more boar. But yeah, so some of the nice things about Valheim that I have found. First and foremost is this music is so relaxing. I love Valheim's soundtrack. Like, it is the first game that I've really thought, like, oh man, I actually may want to buy this soundtrack. Like, I love this soundtrack. I like the physics in the game, like the trees actually falling and stuff like that. I like the combat. Each weapon feels really individualistic instead of being like an arc where... Oh! Ooh! Really good punch. Alright, I just got some honey, guys. Sweet. Oops, I sat down instead of crouching. Each weapon feels actually like a different weapon instead of an arc where everything is just strike. And I like that there is actually like different systems that you can do. I have heard that you can tame things. I have not done that yet. I've tried to, and I've gotten something like 50% tamed, but it just wouldn't finish up. The weather effects in here can be a pain in the butt, for sure. Like, the fog right now is not bad, because, you know, it cuts vision, and, you know, it adds to the game. But the rain is kind of a pain in the butt. I like this, they have a little stone ring. That helps me so much. If you find structures like these, by the way, I don't have any of it on me. You can demolish the structures, you just have to have a crafting bench nearby. You can also repurpose the structures. So if you find one that you kind of like, then just repurpose it to your needs. I like but also don't like their food system in here. Like, I like that different foods do different things for you. Instead of just like, you know, you're less hungry for a certain amount of time. However, I do wish that you had to eat, because I mean it is a survival game, and you don't have any water meter or anything like that. So each weapon does have a secondary attack as well, so like the axe, I can do that. Spears you can throw, which is honestly super cool. Let's see. Alright, that should be enough wood for me to make a crafting bench. Put you here so that I can get some free resources. The easiest way to do that, by the way, is just... Oh, I guess this was clover, which is super cool because that's a later game resource. Yep, core wood. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head back to base, and I'm going to set up a little chest for myself for my extra things. So I only need 3 more ore. Just heard something. That's part of the issue with the fog is I can't see very far, so I can't tell if there's something coming up on me or not. Furniture. Set that right there for now. That's a terrible place to set that. Why would I set it there? I'll put it in bed. You don't have to put it into repair to do it. I just like doing it because it allows me to see what I am repairing, or what I'm breaking down. And I'm going to put this beehive up, which will give me a source of honey, which is a type of food, which means I should have eaten it way back when. Now, the bees are happy, which means they will produce honey for me. The forks. So if the fork is yellow, it gives more stamina. If the fork is red, it gives more health. And if the fork is white, it will give a even spread of the two. Alright. So I feel like we've done pretty good for our first day here on Valheim. So I'll probably go ahead and end today's episode with that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And as always, keep on surviving.